Hello everyone, I'm Elizabeth Shaw and this channel is all about the narcissistic personality disorder, what the narcissistic traits are, what they do to you, how you feel and how you can recover from narcissistic abuse. Also how different ways you can help co-parent or parallel parent or counter-parent if you've got children with the narcissist. This video is about recovery and rebuilding yourself back up, rebuilding your self-esteem back up and self-worth to who you truly are and who you truly want to be. You might have carried guilt and shame throughout the relationship, shame for things that you didn't really want to do, not feeling good enough as a person, guilt for being too scared to stand up for yourself, guilt and shame as the narcissist manipulated you into believing that you're not worthy and you're not good enough, and then you're left with low self-esteem and no longer feeling good enough or worthy. Guilt is when we feel we are wrong in a choice that we do, and shame is when we feel we've done something wrong. Then during the recovery, as more and more comes to light about narcissistic personality disorder and what truly went on during the relationship, we are often left feeling guilty for taking them back, for blaming ourselves, for being their flying monkeys when we didn't understand what was truly happening. Shame for the actions we took, our self-esteem is shattered, we feel so low and empty and worthless. You have to realise that guilt, knowing if you understood at the time, you'd have never put yourself in that situation. If you didn't want to help them and see them as a good person and see the good in them, you wouldn't have taken them back. You have to realise the shame for doing something because you didn't understand on the most part is down to your low self-esteem. You have to release that guilt and release that shame and realise it's in the past now. These things happened, you didn't understand it at the time, and you lose your pride as well. Because sometimes it's our pride that keeps us locked into the past because we don't want to feel that shame of taking them back. You're not the only one to take them back. The average is 7 times to get out. So working on losing all that guilt, shame and your pride and your ego, and you will move on to a much happier life. It is hard at times, but plenty of people have done it before you, and you can and you will do it too. Now, when you're left with low self-esteem, this can often have been programmed throughout your childhood. Most parents aren't consciously aware of building up their children's self-esteem. Most people don't understand their own self or their self-esteem. So when in a toxic relationship with low self-esteem, we make excuses for other people's behaviour. They were hurt in the past, they were having a bad day, I said something I shouldn't have done, and we're constantly making up excuses for them. Whilst you've got low self-esteem and you believe yourself as the problem, you don't see clearly as to how others are mistreating you. They actually reinforce the self-doubt that you have within yourself. You may not have been aware of this on a surface level to understand it within yourself, yet you might now have found yourself attracted to the same type of people, or you keep attracting narcissistic people. After you've left the narcissist, or if they've left you, your own inner critic then becomes your own worst enemy to put yourself down. It's mostly unconscious as you've been programmed by others to think this way. So now you need to reprogram yourself as to how you want to think and what you deserve to attract the right people in your life. Working on your self-esteem is all you rebuilding your self-esteem. It's all in your inner belief system and all in that voice that's inside your own mind. So start by writing down those negative thoughts about yourself and write down next to them, if you can remember, who told you that negative thought. So, for example, I'm not good enough, I'm ugly, I'm too skinny, I'm too fat, my hair's not right, I'm stupid, whatever it is. Then write down the name of the person that put that thought in your mind, if you can remember the person. It might be a parent, be it a narcissistic parent or not. It might be the playground bully, ex-partners. And then once you've done that, go back through and cross off what that limiting belief is. And it's a limiting belief because that is what is stopping you from becoming happy and becoming who you want to be. While you're consciously telling yourself negative things, it's limiting your life. So cross out that limiting belief that's in your mind. So if it's I'm not good enough, cross that out and then write I am good enough, and do it with all of them, because you are good enough. All you need to be is yourself. We are all individuals, we are all unique, we are all different. That is what makes us all special. So write them all down on a positive. Instead of beating yourself up, learn to love yourself for who you are. It doesn't matter what other people think of you. They have not been on your journey. Love yourself for who you are. Good people will love you for who you are. If you want to change something for yourself, about yourself, then take action to change it, but only ever change it for you, not for anybody else. You only change it for you. Not for society, not for fear of judgment, not for anything. The only things you change about yourself is what you want to change for you. You have to learn to value who you truly are. Keep doing it. Keep writing down those limiting beliefs while ever you've got them, and keep writing the positive, and rebuild your self-esteem back up. Catch yourself, pattern interrupt when you're talking to yourself negatively, and tell yourself to stop it. When you stop it within yourself, you no longer allow others to do it to you, as you'll have raised your own inner standards. So when you're telling yourself, oh, I can't do this, so I'm not good enough to do that, you need to go, no, I'm not thinking like that. I can do this, I am good enough, and I'm going to give it my best shot. And if I fail, at least I tried, and I'll just get up and go again. Once you've got that within yourself, you'll not let other people put you down. It's a learning curve, as most of us want to be validated by others, but you don't need to be validated by others. You only need to be validated by yourself. Don't let others define who you are. This is what most often has got us into this problem, because we've allowed others to define us, when only you have the right to define yourself, and do so positively to attract positive people into your life. Part of our human needs, discovered by Tony Robbins, is growth. Filling these needs in positive ways helps us to recover. Therefore, self-awareness and self-development is growth, and you'll be filling your own human needs up. As with significance, once you learn to feel significance within yourself, you'll also be adding to this need in a positive way. Love and connecting with your inner self, connecting yourself together, developing your inner voice into a positive inner voice, learning to love who you are for who you are. Certainty, to be certain about your own beliefs, your own values, to be certain of who you are and who you want to be. And then uncertainty, taking that chance, facing those fears, stepping out of your comfort zone, trying new things to discover what your likes and dislikes are, what passions drive you forward. And contribution. Once you find and define who you are in a positive way, you will be able to contribute to others in a positive manner. Life begins right after you start to program yourself as to who you are, who you want to be, and not what others think you should be. You are never too old, and it is never too late. Wherever you are, keep going. You can and you will. You have got this. Thank you for listening. Bye.